Good afternoon. So what, you didn't have any place else to go? Thank you all for being here. I'm thrilled. This is, to make sure you're in the right place, this is defensive driving for Unitarian Universalist. My name is Mark Bernstein. I'm the growth consultant for CERG, Central East Regional Group. I serve the Joseph Priestley, Ohio Meadville, St. Lawrence, and Metro New York districts of the UUA. Welcome to this workshop. I'm kind of hemmed in here. I usually like to walk around, but I feel like I'm kind of trapped. So I may walk back and forth like a caged animal, but don't get worried about that. I'm really glad that you chose to be here. This is the last workshop of a very long day, and I'll do my best to keep you going until 8 o'clock tonight. In this session, I expect that you will find some ideas that will resonate with you immediately, some that you will find irrelevant or unrealistic, and others that will spark a related idea that you feel you can run with. I, again, appreciate your investment of your time this afternoon, and I hope that you will find a time that was worthwhile. This presentation will be made available on the UUA website following General Assembly. In the spirit of staying green, I don't have handouts for you. But if you don't want to wait for the UUA to put it up on the website, and it might take some time because there are a lot of workshops, please take my email address. It's mbernstein, that's MBERNSTEIN, @uua.org. You can also find my email address on our CERG website, which is CERGUUA.org. Hi, my name is Mark Bernstein. Welcome to my email address? Oh, okay. Great. That was not a plan. And for more information about CERG and to access many, many other resources on our website, I hope that wherever you're from and across the country, that you log on to CERGUUA.org and take a look at what we have to offer. So let me begin with some opening words. The Maasai people are among the best-known African ethnic groups who reside primarily in Kenya and northern Tanzania. I begin our time together with these opening words, tribal sayings from the Maasai people. I believe in the spirit of sharing, and I believe we are what we are because of those around us. I am what I am because of other people, and they are what they are because of me being around. And one hand cannot clap on its own, but it needs the other hand to make a clap. All of these sayings will have relevance to our conversation today. I don't want this to just be a didactic presentation, although I do have information I want to share and make sure that I get through it by the end of our time together. But I will give you a couple of opportunities to share with each other, and then at the end, if you have questions or comments, things that are going on in your congregation related to the topic that you'd like to share, I will welcome you to take advantage of that opportunity. So let's begin with a truism. People do not join a church or fellowship in the hopes that someday they will be blessed to make coffee for other members of the congregation. People do not join our faith with the idea of chairing a committee for the next 5 years, or working in the memorial garden, or helping to build a storage shed behind the sanctuary. Members join our congregations because they are hurting or curious or otherwise in need of a spiritual community. We need to help them to find that first before we ask them to schedule a meeting or pick up a hammer or bring cookies for coffee hour. However, it is true that a congregation cannot sustain itself for long if it is carried only by a dedicated few. If, as the English playwright and poet John Haywood wrote, many hands make light work, then fewer hands make work more difficult for those who extend them. As a consultant, and I've been doing this wonderful work for 4 years now, I hear so often the refrain from leaders that we cannot continue to carry the load, that getting people to contribute to congregational life is difficult, that we are burning out. This issue crosses size, geographic boundaries, and for those people, and many of you may be in this room today, there is in fact a church for you. The Burnout Baptist Church in Red Bay, or what is that? Red Bay, Alabama. It really exists. They have a website. Take a moment to go on and check it out now. I'll wait. We know that one of the greatest problems in our congregations is the experience of burnout. Ann Jackson, in her book, Mad Church Disease, even compared it to the symptoms of mad cow disease. The disease lies dormant for a period of time, and it may be a period of months or even years before it is found. So too with people in our congregations who get worn down and don't realize it's happening to them until it's too late. Mad cow disease causes mental and physical deterioration. So does church burnout. This is the happy part of the presentation. An entire herd can be infected if they share the same food source. I'm not talking about people in the congregation, I'm talking about cows. So too, the entire congregation can be infected with the disease of non-involvement. And finally, mad cow disease can lead to death if untreated, or in our case, can result in burned out leaders leaving our church and leaving our faith. So now I want to give you an opportunity to share with each other. If you are feeling burned out, if you are feeling overwhelmed, this is what I call fetch time. Some of you know what I'm talking about. This is an opportunity for you to fetch with 1 or 2 or 3 people sitting around you, and your only opportunity today to complain about the fact that no one in the congregation is stepping up to help you. I'm going to give you some time to do that. I'll say ready, go, and then when I come back on the microphone, please respect that and end your conversations, okay? Ready, go. Time's up. This really wasn't meant to be a funny presentation. So no more complaining. I mean, if you want to share some concerns when you have a shot at the microphone, that's fine, but let's talk about what we can do about it. So why are some people reluctant to volunteer? It's puzzling. I mean, all of you are leaders and you're involved and you're here, and why isn't everybody as committed? Well, I think there are a number of reasons. I think, first of all, there are too many other priorities in people's lives. We lead busy lives. There's a lot going on. I have to prioritize. There's a fear of getting stuck in something from which they cannot escape. If I become immersed in a committee or a project, I may be there for life. I won't be able to dig my way out. Best not to get involved in the first place. It may be that there's a fear of making a deeper commitment to the congregation. It's safer if I hedge my bets and stay on the outside of the circle. It might be feelings of inadequacy. What if I take on a role in this congregation and I fail? It might be a lack of ownership in the congregation, and we're going to talk more about this a little later. It's not really my responsibility to make sure that things get done. Let those who have been here longer, or who are in positions of leadership, or who are birthright UUs, take the lead in taking on the work of the congregation. And finally, and you may have other reasons or things that you've discovered, but it might be a sense of not feeling connected to other members of the congregation. I don't feel a personal commitment to the other members of the congregation. I like them, I just don't feel committed to them. I don't know them, and they don't know me. So one of the things we need to do for those members of our congregations that are not getting involved is have conversations and to explore with them why. What are they afraid of? What do they think might happen? And the answers might be very revealing.